strain of the C19 or coronavirus, which is basically, it's the introduction of different life from different constellations. Arcturus is actually where the Taros come from. The Arcturians, or the Arcteros. The Ark is like the moon, like Noah's Ark, and the Taros is like Taurus. So it's like Hades. It's like it's like the moon, or the moon of the cow, or the moon of Taros, the Ark of Taros, or the Ark of Taurus, Arcturus, like Arthur, which means that there's a new like it's almost, hold on. So yeah, it's like I was watching the the video for Venom, and basically it says that he can actually contain all the DNA for whatever type galaxies or whatever worlds that he actually is on. And that's what it is right now. We're basically we're becoming an amalgamation of different DNA, and some people are unable to actually take the collective accumulation of DNA. So it proves to be too much for the system. And I hesitate to say that I'm one of them, but I do understand that there's some people who have been within a certain limited gene pool for so long that the addition of anything else to it can be detrimental, if not fatal. So with that being the case, like I say, I don't even say that I'm not, I wouldn't say that I'm totally unhindered or unbothered by it, for as much as I realize that I too have been quite irritated. My skin and stuff is like, my skin is pretty much like, I don't know, I'm doing better with the consumption of certain vegetables, and carrots is my main thing right now. But yeah, so the Ark is like Noah's Ark, like Arcturus, the Arcturian strain. It's Noah's Ark. It's actually like saying that first we had what? First we had the South African strain. That's the Greys. So we had an addition of that DNA, almost like on Species when they sent us different DNA, because we're being inducted into the Federation, which means that there are certain ambassadors. There's certain ambassadors that are actually being sent to us to allow us to be in the Federation, and there are certain beings who have a tolerance for us. So the first few strains that we're dealing with are the ones who have a tolerance for us as people. Others, they don't really have a high tolerance for us, so they don't really like us like that. And I don't argue with that. I understand why. So like I say, with the Arcturians, the Arcteros, that's like the Taros have the elongated heads, like a Viking's helmet that has the horns on it. So it's the Arcteros or the Arcturus or the Taurus. So that's one that is actually more so like that gene is 48. They usually carry 48 chromosomes. So when they mix with us having 23 on one side and 23, well actually 46, there's usually an extra chromosome, and that's what we know as Down syndrome. But they're actually highly intelligent to the degree that they're actually highly intelligent. Come on. They're actually highly intelligent to the degree. See, you see that? See, there are also some evil things down here too. And they hate the fact that one exercises their full mental capacities and faculties. That smoke from that car was terrible, but it won't stop me. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying though, so we're being completed. Like there's a potential for a 24 helix. Right now we're double helix. There's potential for a 24 helix, 24 strand helix. And what that basically is that we're getting additions, and that first strain was the South African strain. And that was the Greys from all over. And then that second strain was the UK strain or the British strain, or Wales. That's the cetaceans, the cetacean blues. And then the strain after that I'm aware of is what was it? It was the what was it? That strain. We had the Kraken strain. The Kraken strain, yeah, whales. The whales and octopuses go together. So we have the whales and octopus. So that means that the UK strain of the of Wales, England, and the Kraken strain. So those two go together. It's almost like there's a new ecosystem being, added, where it's like there'll be an interdependency of different species upon the other with their additions. All right, Prime. There's a functioning ecosystem that is being added to what we already have. And so it's really quite amazing to me, and I was really I feel fortunate enough to be able to expound upon it, like I have. And I'm making this video because I'm actually enjoying this day. Like, it's almost like a Wales, England day to me, though I've never been. But I love this cloudy overcast. It's like a little mist. It's good for my skin. I have very dry skin. My skin is very dry. I keep lotion on me, whenever I can afford it. But right now, though, it's getting to be quite interesting for as much as I realize that we are in the midst of getting new. It's like species. You know what I'm saying? We're getting like new additions, and like I say, there's certain ambassadors, certain people who are willing to deal with us as a species, and they're like, "Yo, we'll deal with you." But like I said, though, it's not so much it's not so far-fetched or even beyond my fathoming to even it's the order in which they're coming. It's the order in which they're coming. Like that movie Species, where it was like, certain lifestyles and habits. Like I say, we're going to the central bank digital currency, and that also comes along with that federation, the Intergalactic Federation. Us adjoining to that. So basically, what we have is people working to do what they want to do, or what they're good at. Like saying that if you love your job, you don't work a day in your life. When you love your job, you don't work a day in your life. So it's pretty much like saying, I think there was that part where Jean-Luc Picard and Alfre Woodard were talking, and she said, well, how much do y'all make? And he was like, we don't work for money. We work for life's sense of enjoyment and fulfillment. We do that which we enjoy doing. That way we do it with the utmost efficaciousness, and we do it because we're able to do it perpetually without any regret or any, just kind of like, we don't do it begrudgingly. We don't do any of that begrudgingly. We do that because that is our life's joy. It gives us pleasure. That's my pleasure. That's my pleasure. Like this right here is my pleasure. I like doing it. This is my pleasure. I like doing this. So, but like I say though, it's different. It's different. I gotta choose my words wisely. It's different categorizations to different, tasks to be done. I feel like Lewis and Clark, yo. I'm on an expedition, yo. I'm like Uncle Traveling Matt, you know what I'm saying? I'm on an expedition just trying to see how this thing unfolds, because it's almost like a brand new wilderness, you know what I'm saying, in terms of just how things are developing, because they're like different collaborations and stuff working together, like I was saying before. And so with that being said, it's almost like there's a reforming Martin Luther Reformation. There's a reforming of priorities. And I almost said something I didn't want to say, but I'm not gonna say it. Like I say, I do have enough control over my faculties and my choice of words to be able to try to, say what needs to be said, and to leave certain things out and to omit certain things as necessary. You know what I'm saying? So with that being the case, I'm hoping there's some bananas over here, because I got some crackers. Yo, those cha-ching bananas, yo. That joint about to be on, yo. Those are the salt. I love the salt content in those crackers. I love it. I love the salt content in those crackers. And I'm going to get some now. I'm over here doing going to get my bananas walk. And they smoking cigarettes by me because they know they following me around, because they killing themselves and they hate the fact that I use my brain. But it won't stop me though. As a matter of fact, I will use the fact to prove that. That's why I don't smoke. You see that? When you start passing traffic like this is why I don't smoke. Excuse me, how you doing? That's why I don't smoke. Because it's getting to be now, like, it was some movie I saw where it was so much traffic. It's like, yo, you come out better walking than being in traffic. You in traffic creating what? creating toxic fumes, a toxic fume cloud, which is totally counterproductive to anything, you know, that's even remotely healthy. It's like a traffic jam. When you got traffic jam, you need some toast. No one gets in the Kendrick video. No one. No one gets in the Kendrick video. No one. That's why it's almost like, that's one of the things I maintain. I stay devoted to that, you know what I'm saying? No one gets in the Kendrick video. For the sake of anonymity. For the sake of anonymity, you know what I'm saying? No one gets in. It's like a Biggie Shorty party. They don't even let air in at a Biggie Shorty party. They don't even let air in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting ready. I'm like, usually I don't flex. You know what I'm saying? Woo-hoo-hoo. And just to capture any of this to the degree that I do, hope I got that the way I needed to get that. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, it's simple enough for me, but when I see it myself, it's almost like day one every time. It's like day one for the 5th time. It's like day one for the 5th time. You know what I'm saying? And that's my new thing now, you know what I'm saying? Just film everything. But no people though. No people. No people. And I maintain, you know what I'm saying? I maintain that consistency. I maintain consistency for as much as I realize that, you know, there's so much going on. See, you can lose yourself through over-socialization. You can socialize to the extent to which you don't exist no more. You're merely an accessory to somebody else's reality. Like, you know, a yes person. But see, it's easier to say yes than it is to say no. So there's true strength in character in saying no. That's why I try to say no whenever, you know what I'm saying? But really, I say no when I don't say nothing. If I don't say nothing, that means no. If somebody asks me a question and you don't get no response, that's pretty much a no. That's pretty much a no. That's pretty much a no. You know what I'm saying? That's a no. That's what I do. And see, I enjoy that so immensely. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't smoke weed. I have been delivered from that. To the degree where I feel like, you know, the money that I was spending that car tried to hit me right there. See what I'm saying? They coming in speeding. But see, that's the whole point of walking. I'm gonna continue to walk. And people are so vehemently and passionately upset because my mentality is more so like, I'm abstinent. I don't have sex. I'm abstinent. Because, I mean, with all the DNA being brought in, I'm not mixing mine with none of this stuff. I don't know what's going on out here. I'm not mixing my DNA with nothing. None of this stuff out here. Those days of flagrant or, you know what I'm saying? No. Just like spread myself thin. Like, no. And actually, I'm not even going to get these, yes I am. It's almost time to get back. I gotta pee. I'm about to go pee over here. So yeah, I made me a ginseng drink. I made a ginseng drink. Oh my God. Good for the yang. It's good for the yang. I made me a ginseng drink. And it's so good for the yang. I'm getting ready to I'm gonna walk back where I just came from. I'm walking over here just to walk, just to have, you know what I'm saying, just to exercise. And with that being said, this video is 13 minutes. The shorter the video, the faster the upload. And mine's coming up pretty soon. And there'll be a part 2 where I can actually say the same thing I just said, but more efficiently with less words. Peace, peace. And my new thing, like I said, it's not new. I ignore everybody. I practice ignorance. That which wants my attention shall not get it, because hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, what do we have to hope for? Faith is the substance of things unseen. For therein is the faith of those who would do that which is true hope versus those who would glory in that. That's what somebody just said. It was like, when you do alms, don't do your alms in the sight of men to be seen. Do your alms faithfully. You know what I'm saying? Don't do your alms in the sight of men to be seen. Because do your alms in secretly, and your Father in heaven will reward you abundantly therewith, where there will be nothing to hide. It will overflow and you will have all that you need. And that is why we're being inducted into the Intergalactic Federation as it is, because there's an abundance of everything. You know what I'm saying? We have to actually collect ourselves and focus our minds where it has to be in order to reap those things. But see, I also realize too, though, that beyond the man, I'm gonna keep it clean. New video coming up momentarily.